Loud. Hold on. That's a little loud. Good morning. Is that a better audio level? Am I streaming? Am I alive? Okay. Oh, I forgot to make an announcement on my Discord. Ah, shoot. Okay, hold on. I'm a really bad streamer today. I've been streaming like this. I haven't been bad at streaming since yesterday. One second. Let me real quick. We'll announce this. I hope the audio levels are okay now. That was pretty loud earlier. And I forgot to announce yesterday's stream too. What am I doing? I'm actually trolling. Streamings. Good morning. It's time for your morning latte, guys. It's good to see you guys again. It's been such a long time. It's been such a long time since we last spoke, you know? 24 hours? Yeah, that's crazy hard. Hold on, let me just make sure I have everything prepared and ready. Source not streaming. Am I streaming, guys? Oh wait, I have my audio. I messed up my audio. You guys can't hear the BGM at all, can you? Can you hear the audio? Actually, I can't tell. I really can't tell. I think everything's broken. Is there you can't? Heck. hold on. I past latte did not think this through, evidently. Where's my jigger thing? Audio inputs? Is it here, perchance? Ah. I figured it out. There you go. Now you can hear it, right? Angel's course or something. Alright. Now, okay. Couple things. First thing, is it too loud? I think it might be a little loud. Let's try better. The first thing is it's a bit very loud. Okay, I'll turn down more. Like that? Should be good. First thing is I found out that YouTube doesn't allow subtitles if I'm streaming at the normal what do you call it? If I'm streaming like at a normal kind of speed, kind of normal time. What am I saying? If I'm basically YouTube, if I'm streaming with like low latency as I normally do, YouTube doesn't allow subtitles, unfortunately. So actually, I don't know how to accommodate for that. A bit lower, please? Okay. There you go. I don't really know how BGM audio works. I'm not personally well versed. But yeah, so not Discord. YouTube closed captioning only works if I have like high latency. Which sucks. Cause I don't want to have high latency when I stream, like, you know? That's like, apparently it's like 30 seconds delay, and that's kind of insane, not gonna lie. So what am I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. So but basically, I think we won't be able to have YouTube closed captioning, which is unfortunate and big sad. But Twitch still has it, so if you are hard of hearing, you know, maybe that is a better website for you to watch from. But I think that's a bit awkward. Absolutely, 30-second delay is a little crazy. Imagine it's just me talking to myself most of the time, and I just speaking to the void, and there's no one there, and then it's really sad. But yeah, I should probably take subtitles off my streaming tags, huh? I should probably take that off, huh? But yeah, so YouTube doesn't let subtitles live. Even if I have like my own thing for it, which sucks. And now I feel like I'm providing false advertisement, so that's awkward. That's awkward. Second thing is, or you'd have to slow down your speech and we can't have that. Not even that. I think like YouTube just straight up does not support subtitles for live streams unless it's on a really long delay. So that's tough. But I do have lemon tea from today that I grabbed right before the stream. So hopefully that'll protect my voice from dying too much. I have my Arknights, what do you call my Arknights coaster that I got many months ago. Also advertising what is bread and butter. I do like bread and butter. Bread and butter is pretty heckin' good. Other lots of plugins for your studio program. I'm not sure if I can put them on the stream. That's the thing. I'm gonna. Oh, actually, can I edit them right now? No, I don't think I can. Heck. Okay, never mind then. We'll do that another time. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I told you guys, right? I went to a funeral on Friday, right? And I was supposed to stream on Friday and I forgot. That's why I streamed yesterday. Hire a stenographer? I don't hate people, you know. Actually, I hear that like the the technology that they use, like courting, is really interesting. I kind of wanna learn it because I think it'd be really like cool, I guess. But she says so casually. I mean, it's not a funeral that for somebody I was particularly close with, right? And like in general, I felt like it was like a good experience, right, for a funeral. Like obviously I feel bad for the family, right? The people who were closest to the deceased, right? I feel very bad for them, and I hope that they take the time to recover. You know, just a dead body was there. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like disconcerting. This is like the second open casket funeral I've been to. Like I don't know if you guys have been to a lot of funerals in your lives, right? But this is like the second one I've been to in like 2 years. So it's like it's a little right. The first one I went to was the wife of my parents' friend, who passed away from like what do you call it? Like relapse of cancer, right? When cancer came back, and by the time they found out about it again, the doctor said that was too late and that they kind of just had to wait. That's what I heard. I was like, damn, that's tough, right? And one that I can remember, yeah. The last one I went to, like last year, was a more somber experience. I feel like it was in a pretty big funeral hall, right? It was like I like this like peppy music to accompany funeral music, right? Or to accompany funeral talk. I don't know, like I feel like because I'm not close with the deceased either time here, right? So I get to speak from it from like a perspective of somebody who isn't as affected, I guess. So it's like it's not a big deal to me, right? Like you know, that happened. It's very tragic for the people that were involved. For me, it was like a new experience, so it's kind of nice actually. Like I don't know how to describe it, right? But it's like the feeling of I really like experiencing new things, but somehow it feels bad to talk about it when it's in relation to a funeral. But I will say that I'm really lucky to have not been to a funeral for somebody that's like been close to me, right? The few funerals of my time, people try to put me in the ground, Lua never dies. Yeah, I get that, you know? Gotta fake your own death sometimes, right? Did the title of the stream have something to do with the topic? Did you kill Justin? No. The title of the stream, I think, will rarely have something to do with the contents of the stream. Just because I think it'd be really hard to talk about it. Oh yeah! I might as well like take a tangent off right now, right? Like I'll take a break here. We'll talk about the song today, because I think I said I was going to anyway. Today's song is Coup d'etat by Kingdom. There's probably more songs by the same name, but this is a K-pop group that I've been kind of into for a year or two now. I really like their music. They have a really cool theme. Their theme is that each of the members are representing like some kind of a historic royal figure, and they are each and they each have like their solo kind of, not solo album, but like they have an album dedicated to the historical figure that they were representing, right? Coup d'etat is probably representing the French king. I don't King Louis probably. No wait, no, King Louis was the last one. They did King Louis for the last one. I don't remember who this current one is. Every funeral I've been in has always made me think a lot. Oh, for sure. I think funerals are definitely. Sorry, I'm gonna take a break before I continue that sentence because I'm trying to finish my thought. I'll get back to you in a moment there. All right, but yeah. So this K-pop group is pretty cool. I think they have a cool concept. I think their songs are pretty banger. They use a lot of Piccadilly thirds, and they call a lot of like well placed what do you call it? Like harmonic unexpected harmonic combinations, right? And I think it's very interesting. And it's music that I quite like. So, you know, you can check it out in the description. If you guys are interested in the song for today, that's all I got for you. So, you know. Anyway. Did you tell Latte what you saw? What did I? What did you see? I'll let her live without the sacred knowledge. Sacred knowledge. Oh man, it's okay. I'll wait until you're ready. I like when it goes beep boop bada bam. True, very true, very true. That makes sense. I mean, I have a pretty extensive music education, right? And I haven't really been able to use it at all. So like, really, if I have like, this extensive music education, like what else am I going to use it for if I'm not to talk about music on stream, right? Because it's not like I'm going to use it anywhere else, right? Like I'm not going to go to a random like heckin' job interview and say like, hey, did you know that, I don't know, I don't know. Hey, did you know? Do you know what a Piccadilly third is? And they'll be like, "What is this? Is this relevant to the interview?" And I'll be like, "Yes, maybe. I put it on my resume." The BGM is giving big Blue Archive vibes. Oh yeah, the BGM today is made by a middle school music creator. I think they did a really good job. They are linked in the description, of course. Please go check it out. They make some pretty like upbeat and really cute music, so I think it's pretty cool. I think you should check it out. Please use a French accent when you talk about your extensive music education. I don't want to. I thought about it for a moment. I don't think I could pull off a French accent. I know the little Irish finishing the corner. That's perfect. One of these days, I'll get a tiny little latte doing like a cute like heckin' anime dance, and then I'll just put her in the corner of every stream. Anything but the French accent. But yeah, so anyway, back to funerals, guys. So what was I talking about? I was talking about the first funeral I went to was an open casket funeral. I wasn't very close to the deceased, but I legitimately think bullying in middle school for a student. What? No, I think their music's really good. That's what I said. I didn't say their music was bad at all. I think their music's really good. I think they did a really good job. And that's why I'm using it today. But yeah, so I'm not gonna lie though, open casket funerals I think are really kind of creepy and terrifying. Low key. They're kids have a bit arrogant talking to plebs. True. Cause yeah, I don't know, like something about the mortician's job to make the deceased look like they're just sleeping. I don't know. It feels wrong somehow. Not that their job feels wrong, but like it feels wrong to look upon a dead body and think that like, and with the impression that they're just like asleep, right? Nice music, punch, slap, kick, thanks in the music punk. Yeah, that's exactly what happened actually. My bad. But so yeah, it's I don't know. I do like funerals when the people who work close to the deceased talk about their experiences in their life with the person, right? It's very it's really enlightening, I guess. It's really interesting to see the way that like different people have like affected others, right? I don't know how to describe it. Do they pump the deceased full of chemicals? Probably, because the thing is, you can't let the body rot between the time of death and the funeral, right? Like, the person that I saw on Friday, 2 days ago, had died like the week prior, right? And in normal situations, if there's a dead body, that body would already be starting to break down and stuff. So I bet it probably did, like something like that did happen. Really eerie, but for some reason it seems like a form of comfort acceptance. I get that, right? Like a lot of people want to see the person before they go, right? Like some people want to like bid their final farewell kind of thing. Like this is the last time I'll ever see this person kind of thing. Pretty sure a freezer would do the trick. No, maybe, but the thing is, the people don't want to look upon a person that they loved and see somebody that's like rotting, right? Somebody that's like that clearly looks like unhealthy and like dead, right? I think people don't like that, and so that's the job of the morticians to make the deceased look pretty for their last goodbye, right? The final send off, whatever. Like, it makes a lot of sense to me, at the very least. But the thing is, it is a little disconcerting, right? Because so the room that we were in for the funeral on Friday was like pretty small. There was like, I don't know, 2 rows of like 7 chairs, right? There's like 14 seats, but there were way more than 14 people inside the room, right? And so it was really awkward, I guess. Because like it was a room full of like Asians, right? Like the deceased was Asian, like all the close friends were Asian or whatever. And so like it's kind of like a, how do you say, like, it's bad form to be the only one sitting down kind of thing, right? So it's like so you had like 14 chairs, right? And then the vast majority, like 30 or 40 people just standing and crowded in like the tiny corner of the room because nobody wanted to sit because it'd be rude kind of thing, right? So that's a little awkward. I think the procession was also a little bit underplanned. You need to break the mold. I mean, I was in an awkward position. I couldn't move at all. Right? I was like, to kind of visualize it for you. I was standing between like a tiny little desk, which was right next to the sofa, and behind the sofa there was another little table, right? And I was between the 2 tables, in this right angle kind of like location. And then all behind me were heckin' people, right? She's a popular person, yeah, for real. Yeah, so like, I don't know, it's a little awkward, right? Looking at all the people that are alive in the room and looking at the deceased, like, I think about like book descriptions a lot, right? Like when books describe like funerals and death and whatever, it'll be like, oh yeah, like, you know, the bloodless face of the deceased lays still in the casket, right? And I never really thought about it much, but like it really is kind of the case there, because like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's really interesting, I guess, how pale the deceased looks, right? Like everyone else has like a reddish kind of face, like comparatively, but this guy was like super pale, and I don't remember him in life being so pale, and it was, I've been saying disconcerting a lot, but it was disconcerting. I don't know how to say it. It's really odd. For my first fake funeral, I had a single bottle of water and 1.5 chairs. You know what? At least you're staying hydrated, you know? Pale and green if older. I don't think he was greenish. I think, to be fair, this guy was like 50 something, I think, when he died. Which is very young, mind you, right? This is very young. I still had to carry the urn about half an hour by the funeral. No. So the reason I said it's under planned also is because they didn't have like these speakers say like, oh yeah, but everyone please like turn off your phones and whatever. And we had phones ring in the middle of people's like speeches like multiple times, and it was a really awkward, right? And I felt really bad for the family because I can't imagine that's like, you know, I bet that's like really uncomfortable, right? Yeah, it's really bad. But you know, I mean, that's that. That sucked. At a funeral, yeah, like this lady is like the wife of the guy is like this lady who's like telling everyone about how they were like how this guy was like the perfect like gentleman, whatever, like how he always treated her well, how he never wanted her to like suffer and whatever, and it's really like wholesome and really touching, right? And then suddenly you hear like right out the ring of the heckin' phone, and it's just like oh god. Especially beauticians over here because some embalming chemicals are banned. Oh, I mean, that makes sense. Embalming chemicals are like really toxic for the environment, right? But I will say the thing that was like really memorable to me about the funeral was there's a story that the wife told about the funeral, right? Or sorry, about the life of this guy, right? So basically, this is one time that her husband brought home like this like honey yuzu drink, right? And he's like, oh yeah, it's really popular, you want to try it? And because like she was a very picky like eater, right? So she tried it. She's like, oh, it's not really to my taste. And he's like, oh, all right, that's fine. And so every day she would catch her husband drinking this honey yuzu tea, right? And then she's like, wow, this guy must really like it. But actually he was just trying to get rid of it, right? Because, you know, his wife, he bought it for his wife, but his wife didn't like it. So now it's his job to finish it, kind of thing, right? And so, but then offhandedly one day she was like, oh, by the way, you know, these jars are kind of nice, we could like use them for something. And he was like, oh, okay, you're right. And then what ended up happening was that he kept buying this honey yuzu drink, right, to the point where the wife thought that he really enjoyed this honey yuzu drink. Until, and then like, and so she went to Costco, right? She found this like really big jar at Costco of this honey yuzu drink. She's like, oh yeah, it's my husband's favorite drink. She bought it, took it home. Husband's like, oh, do you really need this? And she's like, isn't this your favorite drink? And he's like, no, I thought you just wanted the heckin' glass jars. Oh, it's really wholesome and cute. So I feel really bad for the wife. Very husband thing to do. Yeah, I think they had a really good relationship for sure, from what I could tell. Yeah, so I do feel really bad for the widow now. She's a sweet lady too. She's always treated me well. And I remember her, like her husband, the guy who died, was the one who kind of like got me into gaming, right? He kind of got me into gaming when I was very young. So I can't say he got me into gaming, but like, he and his family definitely did help a lot with, my my indoctrination into gaming, right? Like I remember distinctly when I was pretty young, and I played Clash of Clans. I played Clash of Clans with this guy and his two sons, right? And then they invited me to their clan kind of thing, and I'd play Clash of Clans with them, and that was my memory of my youth. The Clash of Clans player. I stopped many years ago though. Everything happens during your gaming streams is his fault? Not really. I guess not really. But I will say, like, during like the time when our families were closer together, I did spend a lot of time at their house. We played a lot of like Wii games, right? Like some of my best memories of my youth were, there's a fly in my room. Well, some of my best memories of my youth were playing games at their house, right? Because they had so many more games on their Wii than my family did. So I remember that very clearly. I wanna not name drop a game real quick, but I need to find the release date so I know that I'm not doxing myself. Okay. Sorry, I just had to make sure something. But yeah, I remember playing a lot of like games back then. So that's my contribution to the funeral, I guess, right? Hi Rhombus, it's good to see you. We already know you're 52. Yeah. Bias is reincarnated form. He's there to see whether you're talking badly about him. I would not. No, he's a pretty chill guy. I remember thinking like, oh, I wish this guy was my dad, because my parents are like pretty strict, right? I can't name a game to not dox myself after doxing yourself to their whole college. Misery. But yeah, so that was the like processions, right? That was like the event part. Sorry, I'm just like trying to remember what happened because my memory is gonna wiggly, you know, kind of fleeting. Oh, right. So I didn't mention this yet, right? Because I didn't want to like spoil the experience, right? I didn't like, this isn't what I went into the, like, okay. I went into the funeral thinking this, right? But you guys Do you guys remember the story that I tell all the time? And I say all the time, it's like I told it twice, right? I told the story twice about this guy who asked me out on Instagram. Alright, you guys remember the story? Yeah, so actually that's the guy whose dad died. Yeah. Yeah, the awkward guy. Yeah, to be fair, that was a long time ago, right? That was like years ago, right? He's at the funeral. I mean, it was his father's funeral, dude. I did feel really bad though, because like not for the guy, right? But his younger brother and his mom, and also the father, right? Because kind of the thing that happened was the reason that our family stopped talking, right? And our families are pretty good friends before that. So I don't like really feel anything bad for I don't feel like sorry for the guy so much, but like I do feel bad for the family because they were close to their dad, and I felt like it was kind of my responsibility that our families weren't very close anymore, right? K-drama type twist is this? Did he have a glow up? Not really. He looks kind of the same. I don't think he's very attractive. I mean, I guess for some people he might be, but I don't think he's very attractive. Actually, his little brother, 2 years younger, he glowed up pretty hard. Last I saw the kid, he was like, again, 14, I guess. I don't know. And so he's like university age as well, right? And this guy, dude, he shot up. I remember him being like this awkward like kid. Right now he's like gotta be 6 feet tall or something. I don't know. This guy is tall. He also got a girlfriend, which I found out, which is like, you know, that's awesome. Cause I kind of, it's like I watched that kid grow up. You know, I didn't raise that boy, but I watched him grow up. I didn't reject him as my dad's funeral. No, he didn't ask me out. Thank God. He'd die if he started dating his little bro. No. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't wanna. I'm good. But no, I felt like I felt like the kind of feeling that I bet I would get if my brother started dating someone, right? It's like dating someone, and I wanted to like ask like. It's like, who are you dating, you know? Kind of like an older sister thing to do. Which I realized is kind of awkward considering I haven't seen them in like... I can't say how long. I haven't seen them in a very long time. I was like... That's wild. That's insane to me. What else happened? Oh yeah, so the other thing is, okay, I shouldn't be sounding so excited about this, right? Like I know it's like very funny, and it's like, haha, what a coincidence, you know? Like, oh, like, you know, you were like, you know, this kind of story is really interesting, like, right? You know, like, wow, lots of childhood friends with like this guy and his little brother, and then they had played games together. They were like gamer buddies together. They met up all the time to play games, and then like grows up. You know, Lottie rejects the guy, and then suddenly they have to meet again at the dad's funeral. Like that's kind of K-drama, I will say. We'll find some blind fool someday. Oh man, but yeah, no. So it was like, but the funeral itself was pretty somber. There were a lot of people crying, I remember, but also, so it was a cremation, right? So I can't imagine they used too many harsh chemicals during the funeral. My sinuses are getting stuffy again. What the heck? I thought I got over sickness. But yeah, so it was a cremation, right? So I can't imagine that they were too harsh with the embalming chemicals, because that'd probably be really bad for the environment if they just burned that. She could get anyone she wants. I bet I could if I tried hard enough, you know? I haven't tried, which might be the point, but you know. Oh shoot, I actually have a story I could tell about this, but I don't think I should. I don't think I should tell the story. And I realized the subtitles told me that I swore. I did not swear. Alright, subtitles. Thank you very much. I'll tell you guys that story another time. But yeah, the cremation was really, really interesting. So usually in funerals, at least both of the funerals that I've been to, you are given like a white rose, a white flower, from probably the bouquets that they would display. She's swearing. I'm not swearing. I'm not swearing. We're all friends here. No. I'll tell it after because it's completely 180, right? I want to finish the funeral story first. For both the funerals I've been to, what you do is they give you a white rose, and then you're supposed to place it on top of the body, right? Now the thing is, the issue is, because the planning was kind of suboptimal, there weren't enough flowers for all the guests. You'd have to bring your own flowers and bouquets. Oh, okay. So that's probably a different cultural difference then. Lego flowers? I don't think they let you bring Lego flowers. They give you a white rose from the procession. But they didn't have enough, so what they ended up doing is like 1 rose per family. And then it was wild. Sit around the casket, not inside it. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, we put it inside, which is like even more awkward, I would argue. Because like, well, this is before the flowers, right? But you're supposed to go up to the casket and say your final farewells, right? In my culture, we have like a tradition, like 3 bows. You bow 3 times to the deceased. But I was like close enough to the casket, pointers, and I could see where the like signs of like death, right? And that was also really awkward because like I told you guys how like it was really awkward how pale and how bloodless the guy's face was. It was also really awkward seeing like splotches of purple inside the guy's hands where the mortician couldn't completely cover it up, or like I don't know if it's couldn't completely cover it up or if they just didn't, right? But they were like, it looked like bruising, right, in their hands, and that's like that is a sign of death, I believe. I don't remember how. I remember looking this up. But I remember it's like when your cells start dying and you start hemorrhaging, the blood leaks out into your leaks out of your body a little bit, and you start developing like purple spots, right? And I saw that, and that was like the thing that really like stuck in my brain, right? And around the cast, I found a wild down inside. Can I use this? It was raining that day, so I don't think we could have gone outside very much. I had to carry my grandmom for cremation. Oh shoot, that's insane. Is it like, I wanted to ask, is it heavy to carry the dead body? Imagine being the person who isn't had to sit in the casket. Yeah, so we were given like 1 flower per family, right? So my mom got the flower because she was the one that was like, she was doing English translations for the ceremony, right? And so they gave her one first, and then I was like, hey, can I see the flower, right? And I wanted to see because I wanted to see the flower, right? It was really pretty flower, the first one we got, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then the receptionist lady was like, oh shoot, you don't have a flower? Here, have a flower. So they gave my mom another flower, and then I got a free flower, right? And I was like, oh, I don't think we're supposed to have this, right? And my dad's like, okay, that's fine. Here, we can give this to you know, another family that doesn't have a flower yet, right? So we gave it to another family. And then later on, while we were in line to put flowers onto the deceased, one of the receptionists had extra flowers and was like, oh, who doesn't have a flower, right? And she saw my dad and was like, here, have a flower, right? And then my dad gave the flower to me. And then another lady beside my dad was like, oh wait, he doesn't have a flower. So the reception lady gave us another flower. So we had 4 flowers that day. Is what I'm saying. So that's kind of wild. You know, it's supposed to be 1 flower per family. My family had 4 flowers. We have 3 people. Coffins weigh a lot for some reason. Yeah, that's true. Because they're fully made of wood, right? As far as I realize. All red and body is completely intact, around 15 kilograms. Oh wow, that's so light though. That's insane. What an amazing win for the Latte Clan. Yeah, I will say, you know, it's kind of, it is like visually really aesthetic, when you're dressed in like all black and then you hold a white flower. Like there's something very pretty about that. I might draw that next time, but I feel like it might be kind of bad. But like aesthetically, it looks really nice, you know, like, you know. But yeah, so, but actually we didn't burn the body inside the coffin. I'm not sure when we had his metal. Oh, okay, no wonder it's so heavy, dang. Metal is heckin' dense. But yeah, so what they did was they had a coffin, right? Like it was like a traditional coffin, right? You had the top part that could open up so you could see the body if you needed to, and then the bottom part was closed, right? But for the cremation, what they did, and this is really scuffed, mind you. Like I did not know how I felt about this, but they put the body inside of like literally just hanging a cardboard box almost, right? It probably wasn't cardboard. It probably was like just like thin, like brownish, like paper almost. I don't want to say it's cardboard because it doesn't have the like the serrated or like the triangular like ridges inside the cardboard, I'm pretty sure, but it looked cardboard-esque. Why is it so scuffed? There's probably two reasons. One, that they didn't have a lot of time to prepare for the funeral. Two was that location, right? They probably didn't have the money or the location to get a better service. Was the funeral company's fault? I would say so. I think it's the fault of the physical actual location that they did it this way. Especially due to like the reception being kind of like sus, right? Because I think the funeral house should have helped the family prepare a little bit better. So yeah, they put the body in like this almost like cardboard box. And then we put the roses on top of the body in the cardboard box. Is a little awkward, right? It's a little, it did feel a little bit odd. But one of the good parts, I think, I say good, quote unquote good, because I think some people would not call this good. Company should have everything on standby. That's true, actually, yeah. Not sure then. Through thanks, best. Yeah. Yeah, so like one of the nice things about this funeral house though was that they did have like a specialized area for cremation. So it was really interesting, I guess, because they had this cardboard box. I'm like, I'll try to describe this as best as I can, right? But they had like, so this is like a rectangular room. In the middle of the room, there was this like metal, like podium almost, but it was less a podium and more like a steel girder, right? It was like very long so that they could rest the cardboard box and the body on it, right? And then there's like another like metal piece at the base where the feet are so that the body can move, right? And so what would happen during the cremation is that if you press the button, it would raise the pedestal so that the body would be raised up to be level with the like the hole in the wall, which could open up to be the furnace, right, where they burn the body. And so the metal bar at the feet would push the body into the furnace. And I'm not gonna lie, like this is a religious funeral, right? It's just like, oh yeah, God bless like the deceased or whatever, blah 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 blah, right? Because the lady, the wife of the deceased, was religious, right? And so it was really funny to me. I don't even. It feels really bad to say, but watching the body get pushed slowly into the red hot oven was like symbolic to me of this guy going into hell and burning. And I felt so bad thinking that in the moment, but oh my god. And I felt really bad too because like the older son, right? Like the company was like, oh yeah, press the button when you're ready to say your final goodbye, right? And this guy was just like, goodbye, Dad. Like I'll see you again one day, kind of thing. Right? It's really touching, right? I didn't understand it, but then he pressed the button, and then you hear like the mechanical whirring, and then you see the box go into the heckin' furnace. I can't. So to say, yes, I'll judge you for these thoughts. I don't mind. Like, legitimately, like, because of the position I was in, I could actually see inside the furnace, right? And so it felt It didn't feel so like sacred, I guess, you know? Like I feel like the last funeral I went to was very somber, and it definitely felt like a traditional kind of funeral, right? But like I don't know, the process of the cremation, that the fact that we actually had to watch it kind of thing was, I don't know, it wasn't what I expected. Why do they do that for a religious funeral? Surely they can kind of like implications. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. So yeah, I immediately felt bad for those thoughts. I did not laugh. I did my best. I really did my best, and I did not laugh. I told my parents about it afterwards. So yeah, that was wild. That was fun and interesting, I guess. Was my brother there too? No, my brother was not there. My brother stayed at home because he had homework to do. And then I texted him after the funeral like, hey, kiddo, did you do your homework? We're on the way back home now. And he's like, oh, I played some Valorant and then I took a nap. And I was like, you were staying home so you could do your homework, kiddo. Can you imagine if you burst out laughing at that moment, dude? I would never survive. I would actually, dude, I don't know. I think I'd be a heckin' outcast for the rest of my life, legitimately. But, you know, that was what was going through my head. And the only thing that, like, kept me normal was the fact that everyone else was, like, crying, right? Like, okay. I'm laughing about the cremation, right? But, like, legitimately, like, when the widow had to like put the flower on the body of the deceased, I don't know, it kind of broke my heart a little bit, you know, because like this poor lady, right? Because the circumstances of the death I think I can share, but basically what happened was the family was on a trip, right? And like overseas too, an overseas trip, when the guy suddenly had a stroke on a Ferris wheel. And it was like a really bad stroke too, like 300 milliliters of blood loss. That's a lot, right, for a stroke. And so they had to get medication overseas to stabilize him first. And then after like a few weeks only could they go back home. And the guy was in a coma for a really long time. And eventually they had to make the decision to cut him off, take him off life support, right? So I can imagine how like brutal that is for the family, right? Because they never really got a chance to say goodbye. And like there's a lot of complications with this stroke too, right? So you couldn't just it wasn't just the stroke that he had to get over kind of thing, right? There's also complications like heart issues, lung issues. There's like an infection with his pacemaker apparently. So like there's a whole lot of like really bad issues that happen along with it. It's a really tough decision to make. Yeah, for sure. So, and like it's on a vacation too, right? Like it's a time where you're trying to like, you know, have some time, spend some time with the people that you love, right? So it was really bad. It's like he's going to hell. Would have been more or less embarrassing than doxing yourself the entire class. I think even more embarrassing. On a Ferris wheel too, yeah. Like I don't know, man. That's it's like this is. I don't know. Like it's like if this was in a story, I would not be surprised if this kind of situation happened in like a book, right? For the sake of character growth, but it didn't happen in a book. And that's the thing that I think is so tragic about it, because people would write about this for the sake of entertainment and for the sake of like delving into human experience, but this actually happened to people that like I'm somewhat familiar with, right? So that's really tough. Supposed to be a place of fun, yeah, for sure. So yeah, I do feel really bad about that. And then afterwards they had the reception. Right after we saw the guy get thrust into the fires of hell, we had the funeral. We had the reception, which is where we got to eat food. Hopefully the widow gets lots and lots of support. I don't know the details about this, because they don't tell me, right? And frankly, I don't think I want to know. But to my understanding, her situation is pretty bad right now because she doesn't earn enough money to keep the house, is what I'm understanding. There was no will because of how sudden the death was, and like so she gets the house automatically. But I think both families, both the family of the deceased and her own family, are kind of against her keeping the house or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. So like her family's not gonna support her, really, is what I'm hearing. But it looks like she has a lot of like people who are willing to help, like close by, right? Like at the funeral, there's a lot of people who seem to really care for the deceased. There's one lady who worked with him who like really like who was like really sincere about like wanting to help, right, kind of thing. So I think she'll be fine. But I can't say I'm not worried, right? Because it's a tough situation, right? Like, I don't know. It's a tough situation. I really hope she has like the financial freedom to deal with it right now, but I really hope that the people around her will also be willing to help a lot. Because like that's like I don't know if her two kids pay for their own tuition, right? But if they don't, she has to pay for the tuition for both kids, right? And that's insane. Sorry, I'm like clearing my sinuses a little bit because they got blocked up while I was talking. Okay. In the case of my death, if hearts to throw a party, if people aren't suddenly drunk and wilding out, then is my life truly being honored? That's true. I think I don't know, funerals are very sad occasions, right? But you have to like remember that they're just celebrations of everybody's life, right? So now I'm sad. It's okay. If you want to be a little bit less sad, here you can listen to this. So because it's a religious funeral, right? I'm pretty sure the deceased wasn't religious, right? And like the wife had a lot of trouble because she's religious and he isn't. But because it was a religious funeral, we ended up having to sing like heckin' church songs for the funeral, right? Like we started off with like it was like, oh yeah, could everyone please join us in singing Amazing Grace kind of thing. And I was like, oh shoot, okay. But the thing is, it wasn't in English. It wasn't Amazing Grace in English. And the thing is, that's fine for most of the people because like most of the people spoke the language, but then there were these like this handful of like people who weren't Asian and they didn't know how to sing Amazing Grace. Right? A handful of people who could not read the lyrics on the screen. And me included, by the way. And so we were just like sitting there really awkwardly while everyone else sang Amazing Grace kind of out of tune. Yeah, that's pretty fun. And it's like, you know, the third time you go through the chorus, like Amazing Grace, da 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 da. The third time you go through that, it's just like, what is it ending? Why is it not in English? It's because the family was not like natively English. They didn't speak their native language is not English, right? And they live in a community full of Asians like them, so it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Want to hire a small fella to do porn videos in the corner as well? I bet my brother would do that for you. I'm gonna raise my juice. Were they French? No, they were not French. Hold on. I know it's like more stuffy than yesterday. I don't know why. Was there a person who was trying to start off the singing abilities? No. Thank God. Thank God. I think everyone was like pretty equal. But like the thing is, like there's definitely a handful of people who are not singers, right? And you can really hear it when you're saying what's the part? It's like the part where it goes high, right? Da 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 da. Right? On that part, on that note, it's not that high, but you can really hear like some people like crying to hit that properly, right? And it was really awkward. And then they sang another song at the end of the procession. I didn't recognize that song, so I couldn't sing it. Cause at least I could hum Amazing Grace, right? But like, The last one, I didn't know at all, and I was like, yeah, music, woohoo, kind of thing. And like the visuals also were kind of scuffed, right? It was like there's a lot of imagery of like Jesus Christ and like a hiking, like I don't know. I remember distinctly, like it's because it's like one of those like really scuffed like YouTube videos, karaoke tracks, right? And it was also too quiet for the record. But it was like the background images is just like, oh yeah, like you have a little cross and a black, and like being backlit by like a sunset or whatever, and then you have like an eagle flying for a clip of it, and it's just so awkward, man. Like personally, if that happened at my funeral, I would heckin' come back to life just to laugh at everyone. Damn chill. No, I mean, I just think it's poorly planned, right? I think it was really like these are the things I thought were really like funny about it. Obviously the death isn't funny, and I think the how do you say, I do think it was a pretty like very tragic, right? But there were a couple things that definitely made me like giggle a little bit on my inside brain, right? Like I don't mean it to be insensitive at all, right? It's just that like I just think you gotta be good. You gotta be prepared, right? You gotta prepare well. My nose is... I don't know why my nose is so stuffy right now. But I will say, the food that they gave us was pretty heckin' good. Tragically, I already ate pizza before that. Tragically, I had pizza before I went to the funeral, so I couldn't probably enjoy the food that they had for us. But there was like all these kinds of tea. I love tea. There was like fruits, which is cool and all. They had cake. They had like a segment for like brownies and the carrot cake, and like I don't know what other kind of cake because I didn't have it all because I didn't want to eat too much because I was gaining weight. I've been gaining weight a little bit too much lately. So I didn't want to eat too many cakes, but I saw that there was carrot cake, and the carrot cake was so heckin' good. I really like carrot cake. So, and then they also had sushi. They had a lot of kind of sushi. There's a lot of sushi. And then they had like croissant sandwiches. I really wish I had more. I really love croissant sandwiches. They had like wraps. I didn't have any wraps because I don't like wraps as much. But the food was good. The food was good. A lot of interesting people having scuff. Yeah. My bad, you know? I ran a secret with reporting on random eagles screeching in the voice. It's a real American moment, you know? I think it'd be really funny though, personally. Carrot cake really good? Yeah, I think good carrot cake, well-made carrot cake is really nice. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are in agreement. I'm glad you guys agree. It's all fine. How's are gonna get big and strong? It's not that. It's more like I've been eating a lot of food recently. All right, I've been eating like being like people have been asking like, hey, Lottie, want to go for food? Want to join us for dinner or whatever? And my family has been doing like similar things. So I've been like eating a lot more than I would normally. And so like I don't want to like gain too much weight too fast, right? I'm okay with gaining weight in general, but like not so quickly, right? Like I gained 2 kilograms, I think almost, from like 2 weeks ago, right? Which is a little bit bad for me. So I figured I wanted to like slow down a little bit. She doesn't know I only agree because if I don't, I'll get sacked. That's true. You know, agreement is a part of the job, right? You gotta enable. If you don't enable me, what do I hire you for, kind of thing, right? Exactly. Yeah, I feel called out. It's okay though. It's okay. I do like carrot cake. So yeah, their session's pretty good. I actually ended up like because it was so long ago. I ended up like saying like to the family like, oh, I'm really sorry that we hadn't talked in like can't say how long. I'm really sorry we hadn't talked in many years, kind of thing. And then I kind of like let them know that I was like willing to reconcile, kind of thing, because I do feel really bad about it, right? So sorry, all the boba? Maybe it might be. You only want a meal a day and your small amount limits you even more. No, I eat 2 meals a day. I eat 2 meals like a normal person. I had 3 meals technically on the Friday, right? I had pizza for lunch, I had funeral procession for afternoon snack, and I had dinner. I got an Italian diet, and we went to his funeral, and his grandmother made some amazing mole. She was a full blood. Oh shoot! Apparently they'll make that kind of food for funerals. Oh damn! If it was really good, then that kind of has some really sad implications on her life, then. But I'm glad the food was good. Start dating the oldest son of no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I ain't doing all that. Like, I'm okay with just treating them as, like, buddies, right? I want to know, like, what's been going on in their lives, alright? Apparently the little brother is in, like, in a pretty, prestigious, business program right now. I didn't anticipate that guy to go into business. That kid did not strike me as a kid who'd grow up to do business, but he's well spoken now, honestly. I'm surprised. So, yeah. I do miss like playing video games though. Sitting on a couch and playing heckin' 3-person Kirby games, right? Those are nice. Those are fun. I'm actually thinking about it. I did not actually play a lot of Mario games with the kids. Even though I remember playing, I mean, I guess I did, right? But I played a lot of what's it called, Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2. But those are 2-player games, so that's probably why we didn't play that a lot. Is your brother to play with you? I used to because I have Galaxy 2 at home. It's one of like 6 games of the Wii that I own. And always, yeah, like I asked my brother to be my second player, but he thought it was too boring, so we didn't end up playing it that much. I think he ended up playing by himself anyway. Mario Galaxy is so boring for second player, yeah, right? But it's tough. Oh well, right? Oh well. Sucks, I guess. Sorry. My sinuses are actually like so bad today. I don't know what happened. Did I get sick while I was sleeping? That's tough. That's very tragic. But yeah, no, so funerals are pretty interesting. I got to see my first cremation ever, which is really cool. Has to play all alone. Yeah, for real. I gotta go to a funeral. I gotta eat some free food. Funerals are pretty expensive though, right? Like, I remember seeing a statistic online, like, oh yeah, funerals are generally like several $1,000s kind of thing. That's like, that's a lot. Okay, having some random strangers for company. Yeah. What the heck, you guys? Much more expensive than I think, yeah. And like, it makes sense, right? But I do feel like it's kind of like, why are you making like a necessary part of life so expensive kind of thing, right? Like, because if you don't have a funeral, it's really a bad look, right? Like, it's really, it's not a good thing if you don't have a funeral. I think people will like not respect you if you don't have a funeral for a person that you like were close with, right? But like, and also it's really expensive, right? And if you don't have the spare funds for it, like, what do you do, kind of thing. So, isn't it messed up? It is messed up. It's very, very, very messed up. I don't know. I think like capitalism is going a little too far with this one. Personally, you know, if I was the government, I'd make funerals. I think I'd pay for a flat fee plus like a percentage of the funeral. I think that seems right. Because the other thing is, right? So strangely, if I'm done, not like here, not like I'm complaining. I mean, no. So the reason like people hold funerals and stuff is like, one, for like historical cultural significance, right? Because like it's in most cultures to honor your dead, right? Like, for example, there's the Day of the Dead, right? There's like a whole day to honoring your ancestors who've deceased. Like it's in most cultures to honor your dead, and like there's reasons behind this too. The reason like because wow, we're dropping frames. One of the reasons that you want to like have a proper send-off or like a proper like properly done ritual for your dead is also because you'll contaminate the soil if you just bury the dead body in there, right? You need to make sure that the body and the remains are chemically stable and so that they can be reintroduced into the environment. Can't have people getting stuff for free or will get abused. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure, of course. Dying for free, yeah, who could have thunk? It's like people die for free all the time, right? Oh yeah, no, it's like it really is an issue. Like I think the issue with like monetizing death is specifically that it does contaminate the environment, right? They integrate in the soil, yeah, kind of. Dude, does I leave a beer and some tasty treats my ghost family? Yeah, in my culture, we have like it's cultural to go to like a shrine every year and pay your respects to the dead, right? You light some incense, but it's not something I do a lot. I'd probably do it more if there was an accessible shrine, right? But we don't have a lot of those in Canada. So, and we also burn I might be remembering wrong, but I remember we burned like paper to also honor the dead. I think it's like symbolic of money or something. They leave me any sex for that? I'm alive, no ungrateful dead. Maybe they leave you ghost snacks that you can't, you know, touch because, you know, that you're not a ghost. All the medicine old people take make them very toxic to the environment as well. Oh, that's so. I didn't actually think about that very much. I didn't think about medication and the impact on the death and environment. Holy heck. Can you guys hear my voice when I get like sinus issues? I want one of those like strips. I remember when I was like younger, they would advertise like these strips that you could put on your nose, and they're just like, oh yeah, breathe easy with this like, I don't know, like a breathe easy strip. You place it on your nose and then you'll be able to breathe, kind of thing. I want to know, can I buy them still? What do you call them? Like sinus clearing strips? Nasal strips, extra strength for sensitive skin. How to use pressure points to clear sinuses in 20 seconds by pushing on your face. Yo, I actually want to try this. It's 20 seconds. You're texting them alive and toxic even in death a second go. I mean, you know, that'd be kind of sick, right? That'd be kind of sick. A clever acupressure trick that might solve your problem in 20 seconds comes from an oldie but goodie Reddit thread from a user. Put your tongue against the top of your mouth and place a finger between your eyebrows. Tongue against the top of your mouth and a finger between your eyebrows and apply pressure. Hold for about 20 seconds in your sinus at the beginning. Okay, hold on, let me try this. I mean, it feels better. I don't know if it's just because I hadn't talked for 20 seconds or so. But it gets worse as soon as I start talking, so... Anyway. That's how you dispose of graveyard earth in specialized facilities. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Is this, like, related to your profession somehow? Actually, because, like, I feel like this isn't information that people would know unless you, like, work in a field that has to deal with that, right? He also has to tell him around if stuff he knows while in bed. Yeah, so I do know more about this, right? When you have like one sinus that's clogged when you're sleeping in your bed, if you turn around, your other sinus would unclog. And the reason for this is because naturally your body will only really use one nostril to breathe, right? Like inherently, you're not using both nostrils to breathe at all times. You're using one nostril predominantly, and then the other nostril is taking a break, kind of thing, right? I'm not entirely sure the reason for this. I don't really remember why, but I remember this is something that I read before. Even if you don't have a nose, if you don't have a nose, you don't get a clogged nose. It's uncanny. True. You build industrial furnaces and ovens? Oh, to dispose of graveyard dirt, right? I see. I understand now. I wakarimashita. I don't know why I know that. I feel like there's a that's like really odd, obscure information to know. Question funny, dead man expert if I eat the ashes, is that still cannibalism or a tasty crunchy treat? I mean, I don't think eating like pure carbon is like good for you, right? I imagine eating like pure carbon is bad. That's my opinion. I think you'll be such a mental institution anyway. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I had to grab another napkin. So they don't like die. But yeah, no, I think, I don't know. I think when I die, I think if I die, I think I'd want to be cremated. Not never listen to me. Okay, my bad. It's still cannibalism, but it's also a crunchy treat. Does that help? It's both. But yeah, no. I think if I died, I would also want to be cremated. But I also realize like, because to me the options are like this, right? One, you could get buried in already full graveyards, right? There are so many people getting buried already all over the world, right? Like, so like there's so many there's not gonna be enough space in graveyards. Like, why would I take up more space as a dead person if I could just not, right? Like, cremation isn't a green choice, yeah, but it's like more effective for space preservation, right? Which is kind of what we need, I think, the modern day and age. Cremation isn't like environmentally friendly, but in my expert opinion, it's probably better and easier than finding a place to get buried. I can't find anything on the graveyard or thing online, but I may have misremembered something about that. Okay. Don't worry, we'll take it as fact. Here we don't take things with a grain of salt. Like, here we take things as fact only. We'll never do anything from you, so who heckin' cares? I mean, also the thing is, I think as a society, we have talks like, oh yeah, it's like not environmentally friendly to do this, right? It's not environmentally friendly to use plastic straws. You're killing the turtles. But like, I think there's no way to do everything completely like good for the environment kind of thing, right? Like, there's some things that I think are more necessary, right? Like, for example, burning fossil fuels to create energy in countries that don't have other sources, right? Fossil gases, yeah, that's true. Carbon gets either one way or another. I think it's less about the carbon, more like the methane and like the CO2 buildup in the body. I don't know what other gases there are in the body, but there's definitely other gas in the body, and I imagine burning. Well, actually, I don't know if before a funeral they like get rid of your stomach. I imagine they would, right? Because hydrochloric acid. Is it hydrochloric acid? I think it is. That's in your stomach, right? I imagine burning that is probably really bad, because then you're like, if you burn that, you're literally releasing chlorine gas into the environment, because I don't think there's another way it can react with other chemicals. All right. So I guess they would have to remove the stomach, but then what do they do with it? I never really thought about like the details about like morticians and what their work is, but like, this is bothering me now. You know? Chosen the other easy for too long. Could totally get murked for him one out of spot, so why should I help him later in life too? That's why you should have played the mortuary assistant. I don't think I could. I think dead bodies creep me out. But yeah, so yeah, I think like there are some things that are like unavoidable in terms of like environmental damage, right? Like, you're not going to stop burning fossil fuels for energy if you are in a country that does not have access to more cleaner forms of like energy, right? Because you want to keep the costs down. people aren't going to be willing to suddenly spend $20 more a month for a bit more energy, right? And then like I think cremation is probably one of those things that can't be avoided when it comes to making the world a better place, right? I think it's probably more effective to focus on things that will matter, right? Like better technology and whatever. But I feel like it's hard, right? Because right now our governments across the world, I don't believe, are making that much of an effort to combat climate change. Did you know that there's a spooky scary skeleton to tell you right now? Hell yeah! But green energy is cheaper than coal, like much cheaper. I was thinking like there are certain parts of the world where it's less accessible, right? Like maybe they don't have the materials to build solar energy, right? They don't have the space for it. Maybe wind energy isn't a possibility, right? Maybe they don't have nuclear energy available to them. Maybe they don't have hydro energy available to them, right? I'm saying like there are certain places in the world where I think this isn't avoidable, right? Like I'm not saying that like we can't inevitably change to completely green energy, right? I think given in time, it is possible, but there are situations and places where it is a lot less viable at the moment, right? So like right now, I think, and like the future is a little bit different, right? I think in the future we should all transition to green energy, for example, for instance, but I think right now it's a little hard for some people. So, but I think in countries like Canada, like personally, I think we should be getting green energy. Like frankly, I think Canada doesn't have an excuse. Best storage, and we are getting there. Yeah, for sure. I do think so. We're getting better in the world. 2050, the main source of energy will turn to solar power. I think 2050 will be too late though. Like I'm not gonna lie, if the main energy source of the world in 2050 will be the solar power, I don't know. I feel like it's a little too slow. I mean, it's good. It's still a good thing, right? Don't get me wrong, but like, you know, let's just push it up. Let's just bring it up a little, like, you know, 10-15 years, right? 2037, you know, it's all solar power, you know, that'd be kind of nice. You get to 90% green energy by 2028, no problem. That's what I'm saying, right? It's 2050. It seems like, I don't know. If somebody's saying the expected date is 2050, that's a little scary to me, right? It's not your fault, it hurts. I'm just saying, like, it feels like somebody doesn't want us to transition, right? Kind of thing. I don't know. What's a better silly little thing? Glass of sunlight or base does so we can contain the expression to run my car exactly? I think the concept of fossil fuels is cool, but think about it this way, right? What if the dinosaur bodies could be used for something else? What if you could eat it? Wouldn't you rather personally consume a dinosaur than give it to your stinky old car? Because all context, I think it's gonna be focused. Yeah, I mean that's for sure. Right now, the global has to deal with a lot of things. World sucks. Wind energy is so much easier to build up and regular, right? Yeah, for sure. I remember. I don't remember where, but I remember. I think it's a physics class. I was learning about how heckin' the wind turbines worked, and I was thinking like, wow, that's really cool. It's pretty hype. Eating dinosaurs out of dinosaurs? Yeah. We could recreate dinosaurs using fossil fuels, you know? I'll do my farm become a cave dweller by 2050. Most oil and coal comes from plants that died before decomposing bacteria and things evolved. Oh, is that so? Oh, okay. That answers one of my personal questions then about. Okay. Dino Sticks, your job now, Latte. If I ever become a big researcher, I'll let you know how it goes. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever go into research. But I don't. But like, because like, I don't know. I'm taking a bachelor's of science, but I don't really know if I do want to become a researcher. Right? I just like learning. But you know, that actually answers one of the questions of like, my existence questions of tech. I was like always like wondering a little bit like, how come like, you know, there's only fossil fuels from like millions of years ago, but how come there's none from like, you know, 100,000 years ago kind of thing? Now I know the answer. Thank you. This really helped. It's very, very interesting. Chickens are technically dinosaurs. I think if you trace it back far enough, I don't actually know if they are dinosaurs. Except turn anaerobic because of crazy algae blooms. Oh yeah, those ones are that is pretty cool actually. Algae blooms in lakes. I think the marshification of lakes is such a cool and interesting kind of phenomenon. I think that stuff is pretty interesting and hype. Nerdy emoji. little bit. It's okay, you know. We're here not to we're here to learn, right? I don't know what normal people talk about. But I'm always here to like talk about stuff that I learn. If you don't get buried in humanity, you'll become a fossil in the future. Is that so? You're getting a bachelor's, you single so I can help you with very haha, very funny. It's very silly, haha. You know, actually, I hate learning. You came to the wrong heckin' stream then. Birds are full dinosaurs. That's what we talk about. Extinction of non-avian dinosaurs. Yeah. But actually, complete 180, right? I kind of wonder. I kind of want to experience being on a dating show just once, alright? My mom used to watch a lot when I was younger. And I'm not gonna lie. I think it'd be kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be kind of funny, I think. A fossil in the making? Ooh! That is pretty cool. Different tangent, complete different 180. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's like technology that was produced, I guess, not produced, but there is another technology that was like people are now able to read scrolls from Pompeii kind of thing, because they can't unravel the scrolls anymore, but what they can do is they can use like I forget, like some kind of imaging technology to discover like to find like traces of like what the inks that they would use in the time in those days, and then use that to like digitally unravel the scroll to read the contents of the scroll. That was really interesting. I found that out recently. That was really cool. Do you want to be the girl that picks the guy or the girl that gets picked? I'll just try both. I think both would be kind of interesting. Good-looking millionaire bachelor moved to Canada. I mean, you know, being a millionaire would definitely make your chances better for sure. Mystery Masters League ranked and valid regular versus latte. $50 gift card to Olive Garden. Olive Garden? I've never been to Olive Garden actually. Arcane high-tech imaging technology, like shining a flashlight through it. No, I mean, I actually don't know for sure how it works. Step aside, boys. I'm silver 4. Congratulations on being bronze. You know, congrats. I guess. Oh, or you're talking about? Oh, you're talking about League. My bad. I don't know how League works. On a date to the Olive Garden? You think I'm only worth $50 at the Olive Garden? I don't know what the Olive Garden has, though, to be fair. Dude, actually, I'll get a diamond soon. Alright, sounds good. Rage Gold 2 back in the day. Oh my gosh. Actually, I complain about this food. I complain about food prices a lot, right? But yesterday, I had a friend of mine, 2 friends of mine, go on a date to a curry place in Toronto, and holy heck in the heck, my buddy showed me the menu prices, right? And like this one heckin' plate of curry is like $20 without add-ons, and it's like, what the heck? That's a lot of money. You know, Red Lobster girl, I'll tell you that much. I think I've been to Red Lobster once, actually. I think Red Lobster I might have been to once. Iron, bronze, silver, gold, and all the rest. Yeah. I get that. I get that much. And those really good kebab shop around the corner. Oh shoot, I love kebabs. Actually, I've been looking for what have I been looking for? I've been looking for food to eat. I feel like you know, you guys know what feeling when you're just like, ah, you know what? I've eaten all the restaurants in my vicinity. I wanna try something new, right? Or I've had all like the different kinds of varieties that there are in my vicinity. I want to try something that's like new and unique, and you know, I'm getting that feeling. But I probably should not try new things because I think new things will be expensive. I think I have Donut Land. Yeah. Oh right, I was gonna tell you guys about my this guy from my class. Let's not take a lot of money. We said to have a tap water and bread. Okay, guys. What I'm about to tell you guys is a secret. All right. All right, you guys can't let other people know. All right, like I'm being for real here. All right, like you guys cannot tell a soul about what you've heard today. Okay. Can't tell Hearts a secret. You tell Hearts, yeah. You tell Hearts, but no one else. Okay. So actually, how do I start? Hold on. You trust us? Yeah. All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. So, let's listen to this. So basically, one of my classes, I'm taking a Japanese class right now. In one of my classes this semester, there's this guy. So okay, so for context, right? The class has a group chat, right? Because of course all classes have group chats now. And like I was like we were like practicing our Japanese, right? Because it was like, you know, Japanese class, right? Let's practice our Japanese kind of thing. And I was like I can. So randomly, right? One guy is like, you know what? I want to go home and play Fortnite, right? Like in JP, right? And it's like, how do you call it? It's like a guy talked about Yoshi. This guy is like, oh, I want to play Fortnite, and I was like, aw. I was feeling kind of spicy, right? I don't normally participate in group chats, but I was like, you know what? I also want to play games. I was like, yeah, I want to play Apex, alright? And so, this guy was like, it's like, oh, you play Apex? And I was like, yeah, I play Apex. And then it was like, oh, that's really sick. And it was like, what rank are you? And I was like, oh, I don't play that much, so I'm only silver, right? But I'm diamond in Valorant. And this guy's like, wow, holy heck, I'm only iron in Valorant. And I was like, oh. Oh, they play Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. Right? And so this guy asked to add me on Steam, and I was feeling a little bit spicy, right? Spicy as in more social than I would normally be. I haven't been very social at all in general. Like I really don't like adding people, right? So this guy adds me on Steam, and then like I say hi or whatever. I don't know. We have like a brief conversation on Steam, and he's like, "Oh, do you have a Discord?" And I was like, "Oh, I have a Discord." I send the guy my Discord, and then I'd taken down my socials, right? Taken down my YouTube, my Twitch from my Discord, and this guy somehow found out that I stream. This guy's like stalking my profile or something. I don't know, but he found out that I stream, and so that was like really awkward for me. Especially because like this guy came into my stream once or twice. I'm not gonna say which guy it is. I'm not gonna say when, I'm not gonna say where, but this did happen recently-ish too. And like, it's trying right now. Like, I really don't like, personally, I don't like when people IRL know about my hobbies and stuff. Did another hobby here? No, you're good, you're good. If you pay me money, it's fine. Let's put it this way. If you give me money to watch my streams, I'll overlook it. Yeah, yeah. But like, I don't like, it's a general principle. People that I know IRL watching me feels really weird, right? And then it occurred to me. I was talking to this guy, right? It turns out he plays like Genshin and Star Rail, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. They find out you're a VTuber? I have no clue, dude. I really don't know. But they managed to find out, and they're like, oh, you stream? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm a streamer. And then, so like, yeah, this guy, like, I don't know, I was like talking to this guy, and I was like, oh yeah, I bet I could find out your top 3 Genshin girls kind of thing, right? Your favorite Genshin girls, right? Just because I was feeling like I know this kind of person, right? I know what kind of characters they're into. And they're just like, oh yeah, if you can guess. Thank you, Otek, I appreciate the tip. You get to stay, thank you. You're a whack-a-mole. But yeah, this guy was like, oh yeah, if you guess my favorite Persona 5 and Persona 4 characters, which one I went out with, you know, I'll get you bubble tea next time we're at school. And I was like, oh sure, sick, free boba, all right. My friend told me later that it's really awkward and weird that a guy that I just met offered to get me boba. Makoto, actually it was on. He was saying it was like he was tied between Makoto and on, and and it invariably ended up with on, but I'm not a toxic parasocial relationship. You are. It's not toxic if you're normal about it, I guess. But yeah, so I told this, I guess this guy's favorite characters, right? And then he got me boba, and I was like, oh, that's sick. But my buddy was like saying, like, yeah, no, latte, that's a little weird. It's a little suspect that this guy just offered to get you boba. What's your friend telling you? My friend was just saying, like, this guy might have ulterior motives kind of thing, right? Like, other intentions. I don't like this guy, by the way, for the record. Like, I'm like debating the risk right now, right? I'm debating the risks. You told me about this? I think I did. I actually? Shoot. That's crazy one. I don't remember. Try to flirt with you, just a thought. Yeah. No, that's what I'm thinking too. Because I was also invited out on a, like, it's like, hey, you want to go to this bakery that I know, right? And I was like, that is a day proposition. This guy didn't say that right, but that's a day proposition. So I said no. I don't like him. Like, I want to be for real with you guys right now, right? I'm gonna be for real. I kinda low-key. Let me frozen you every stream. Yeah. Oh yeah, we were talking about healing undead heals them or hurts. Really? That's how the conversation led to. Okay. I'm surprised. But yeah, this guy asked me at a bakery. It buffered! I don't even remember what I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying. He got her. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this guy. I don't know how to say it. Is it too late? Are we back though? Are we back? I think we're back, right? We should be back. But yeah, I don't know, like, low-key, yeah, I don't like this guy. Low-key, he's kind of stupid. not in like a, not in the way that's like, the thing is, right, not in the way it's just like legitimately like has like learning disability, right, like has issues comprehending stuff, right? I think if you have an inherent hard time comprehending and understanding things, it's one thing, right? But this guy doesn't try, I guess. Tell me that story? Oh, okay. He's getting his heart broken. My bad. I'm so sorry if you are. I just, but like the thing for me is, right? This guy is asking me for star rail advice. But the questions he's asking me is just like, what is my, oh shoot. He's asking for advice, but his questions are like, why does my level 80 Kafka do like no damage? Right? I have her at max level and have her traces leveled up. Why does she do no damage? I look on his Kafka. She's using level 2 relics, like 2-star relics, right? She's using like some of the worst. Like she's not even using a full set of the set that she's supposed to use, right? Like if she's like this character that he supposedly likes the most is not using the best quality of the items that is required, right? This guy was like, hey Latte, could you help me build a team? This guy gives me like a bunch of lists of characters that he has. They're all level 1, but they're all like the primary DPS characters. He's just like, I can't beat this main story stage enemy. Can you help me build a team, Latte? And then I find out that all his characters are level 1. Like, no wonder you can't build it. No wonder you can't kill this thing. Your character's level 1. Right? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm legitimately like baffled, right? Like, legitimately, this is like bizarre to me. Feel like Kafka are not allowed to be members of society. Can someone please explain what she's talking about? It's just like Star Rail's a game about like leveling characters and getting your characters to do more damage, right? So if your characters are level 1, if your DPS characters are level 1, you know, like why did you get them in the first place, right? Kind of thing. What's a game you like, Otek? Oh, that's probably a good question. It's like in Hades. It's like in Hades. You never go for the boons, right? You have the express option to have boons, but you never go for the boons. You have darkness that you could use, but you don't use it because you want to save for something, right? But you get all the coins every time you do a run, and you're like, oh, why am I losing every run? Why can't I get out of Tartarus? Why can't I get out of Tartarus? I'm taking all the money. I'm getting all the darkness. Why can't I get a Tartarus? Excuse me, Grandma Latte, what's a DPS? A DPS is a character that does a lot of damage, right? It's like... I can't explain this in Hades terms necessarily, but... it was for stupid. You use shackles for 75% of most damage without boons? That's the thing, he won't, like, this guy won't equip any shackles or anything. He's not gonna, he doesn't equip anything, doesn't upgrade anything. That's the thing. He only goes into the runs getting, like, coins for Charon. Right? And he only heals. That's the only thing he uses with it for. He has healing items. Like, that's how it feels like this guy playing Star Rail to me, right? I don't know how else to say it. It's like instead of trying to increase your damage, he's a hardcore gamer? No, he's evidently not. He doesn't even know how to like team comms, right? I don't know. Holy moly, you speak fast. I'm sorry, Asta. If you go to my Twitch, it is subtitled. And that might be easier for you to understand. They're using a strategy, wondering why you're having a hard time ignoring everything. Yeah, a little bit. So it felt kind of bad, I will say. when I was asked like, yeah, how do I do this? And the answer was like, do this really simple thing. And he's like, oh, thanks, you're being really helpful right now. And I was like, I didn't do anything. This was in the in-game tutorial. There are in-game tutorials for this, right? Like there's no level Elden Ring runs. The whole thing is, right, if you're doing a no level Elden Ring run, the point is that you are intentionally trying to make the game as hard as possible, right? This guy is like, if you were a new player to Elden Ring and you never leveled up because you didn't want to, or you never beat up any enemies, you never did any quests, right? And you're just like, oh, why can't I defeat this boss? Nothing. You could be my captain. Anyway, I don't like regurgitating tutorials, right? Like, for like stuff like games, especially, like I'm fine explaining stuff that's like lesser known, right? Like I'll explain like, oh yeah, there's like this mechanic in Star Rail, right? If you use like Jingliu and she eats your team's damage, she actually gives stacks to Blade's passive kind of thing, right? Like I'll explain that easy, that's fine, because it's not a tutorial. But if I'm having to explain stuff like you gotta level your characters, buddy. That's really heckin' annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Might not even care about the game. I think he does care, because he's like top like he's like level 65 out of 70, let's put it that way, right? In terms of character level, like player level, his player level is 65 out of 70. So it's a little sus. Like I understand wanting to talk to me, right? But like, I don't know, there's better ways to go about it. Is his favorite Genshin character Beidou? Beidou. It's not Ganyu. That's not Ganyu. But yeah. People can develop and understand the game to a certain extent. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to rant a little bit. How'd you want somebody to approach you? I don't mind if people want to talk to me about like their lives, things that are going on in their own lives. I don't mind if people want to talk to me about like things that they accomplished, right? If you accomplish something that's really cool, you know, you can let me know. That's really cool. Like, I'll celebrate with you, right? If you want to like talk about problems in your life, right? I don't mind for the most part. Just don't like give me your whole life story and like the first time I meet you. Like it's kind of rude. I didn't ask for that. All right, but mostly I like celebrating achievements with people. I like when people tell me about the good stuff that happens in their life, right? Or if you want to share like a meme or something that you think I'll enjoy, that's also good. Should I let like you explain? Oh, okay, I'll let you explain. I won't even say a word. I won't even read out your text. All right, I'll just drink my water and I'll let my sinuses heal. Yeah, you guys can enjoy the BGM while I fix my sinuses. Okay. You done? I guess done? What can I tell Latte about myself? Tell me you ranked up in League. I'll make fun of you, but you know, it's still cool. That's still cool, you know? A funny rock you saw? That's true. Funny rocks are pretty cool. I was thinking that one really cool rocket pad. I didn't think I've ever recovered from that. No! NT, you know, GG, go next kind of thing, right? My conversation? Okay, sorry, my bad. I'll shut up. I gonna contribute yet? Oh, it just looks kind of stressed out. Anyway. Rock at her elves. Okay. That's the end of my lecture. Any questions? Professor Luma, might I ask, perchance, if I wanted to tell Latte how good I am at Valor, will she beat me up? Because I think she'll beat me up. But you know, I really if you want to like hop in my DM, say like, oh hey Latte, I won the world championship for this thing. I'll celebrate with you. I like celebrating things with other people. She starts buffering IRL. She has people who are better than her. It's true. It's true. She gets Ego boots from Scrubby B ranks. It's true. It's true. My lip is itchy. Okay. But yeah, no, I think really like if you wanna like pop in and say hi. Hey Latte, look at this cake that I got. You know, I do like I like looking at stuff, you know? I'm just also really bad at like replying though, that's the thing. That's why she can't find anyone. It's tough, isn't it? I don't know, I just don't think I've like, this hasn't been like anyone I've been like into, you know? I when I was younger, sure, but like lately, like recently, these few years, there hasn't been anyone I've been really into. You get meme spam? I'm fine with meme spams. I think if you think that's something I'll enjoy, that's fine. 8 years or 60+-year-olds? Whoa, 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 whoa. No 8-year-olds, please, thank you. She texted that, but she'll respond eventually. Yeah, my bad, Loom. I saw you texted me from like 2 days ago. I haven't replied yet. My bad. I'll get to that. But yeah, no, I'll do my best. You know. I appreciate it if you guys wanna like say hi. There might eventually be a point where I'm getting too many DMs to keep up with all of them, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Forgot about that. Take the hint. Sorry, I'm really bad. I'm that. What else is there? I don't know. I think you know, I think really my issue with like personal relationships, I guess, is that I think people are like thinking too much, right? And I think people are too not upfront with their intentions, right? They're like, hey Latte, I want to go out with you. I really liked the way you did your hair on that one day. I think you look really cute. Want to go out? At least you're being direct, so I can say no outright, right? Right? Like, at the very least, you can say no out, like outright. You wanna say Latte? Like, I think you're a really cool streamer lady, and I think you do cool singing. I want to be your buddy. Say it outright. You know? He's sending messages until she responds. It's also true. Hi, Sin24. Nice to meet you. Yeah, so yes, I don't know. I think people should think too much about talking, you know? They tell us that you couldn't be upfront with the guys you were into the past. Yeah, but like I didn't like do something stupid like hey there, person that I'm into. Do you like Valorant? Right? I didn't do that. Like I just kept it to myself, right? It's fine to keep it to yourself as well. But if you're like approaching somebody with intentions in particular, like specifically if you're approaching someone with intentions, I think you should be upfront about what your intentions are. If you don't want to state your intentions, just don't talk to the person. That's kind of my opinion. I've been upfront about wanting to marry latte since day one. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm glad that I could say it dead to your face, you know? I didn't get to say like lead you on or whatever. I'm very appreciative. Hold on. So I got this, I think I mentioned this before, but I went to this Ukrainian festival a few weeks ago. They gave me like this blue keychain, and I really like it's like a good like fidget toy. I really like sticking my pinky inside the box. I'm doing it right now. I felt like I should mention it. Oh, it's stuck. Never mind. Anyway. Yeah, I think if you're gonna be if you want to talk to somebody, you should at least like let your intentions be known. I think communication is a lost art. Ye murder Herbert or children these days don't talk about what they do. I keep asking she'll say yes, I swear. And I managed to be upfront about stuff when I was like 23 or so. Yeah, I do think it's like a growing up kind of thing as well, for sure. Because like there's like a lot of like childhood pride that you have about like, it's like, oh, I don't want to say what I'm thinking kind of thing, right? But I don't know. I think it's silly. I think you gotta get over it. I think we should teach children to not be so scared of everything, you know? If you don't interact with them in the future, yeah, for sure. Like, I get that you don't want to like ruin the situation, right? But if you're upfront about it, it'll do less damage. That's my opinion. Just be normal. And yeah, for real. Like, isn't it so fucking hard to be normal? I can only talk to one person at a time. If two people text me, once my head explodes. Understandable. What's going on here? Hey, it's nice to meet you. We're just chilling and talking about stuff. I'm complaining about people not being upfront. That's all that it is. It's on my limitations? Yeah. I had a person tell me once, it's just like, by the way, Latte, am I not bothering you? Am I? And I'm just like, oh, no, you're not. It's fine. Why do you ask? And they're just like, because I feel like we've been DMing for a while. And I hope I'm not like making you like not busy. I hope I'm distracting. I hope I'm not distracting you from your work or whatever. And I'm just like, oh, don't worry. I've been working and texting other people while we're at it, so it's all good. And I'm just like, oh, sure, you could do that. Did Latte swear? What did I say? I don't think I did. It's not my fault that the English language is so difficult to decipher. I can't look at the transcript right now. So I can't tell. I really can't tell. But I definitely did not intend to say that word. So a little muddy if it's your two words. I'm sorry. Sometimes when I talk, it's hard for me to enunciate properly. I can agree that English makes no sense. Yeah, English is a really stinky language. I'll timestamp it after the video. Oh gosh. As the real Latte? No, I think even real Latte doesn't swear, right? You could ask my friends. You could ask my Discord mod Cricket. He doesn't talk a lot, but he's there. I should demote him. Honestly, low-key. My demote Cricket. Heck and heck. Watch your language, please. My bad. My sincere apologies, you know? I didn't mean it that way. Should get the hard heck in there. I want Cricket to talk to me and Hearts more. I'll let him know about that. Why demote Cricket? Cause bro doesn't mod. Like, not gonna lie, bro's just a trophy mod. It'll scar me for a month. Oh gosh, I should do something about that. Actually, oh shoot. I was spinning my keychain. I almost dropped it. I want to do karaoke again. I think I just did one last month, I believe. Is that right? Streamed 4 weeks ago. I kind of want to do another one. I don't know. I don't know what songs I would do for karaoke, and I don't know when I would do it. It'd probably be after Halloween, but I'm not very good at scheduling. Alright, another chance you wanted a promotion. Will we have quotas? I mean, I have a meeting your quota. I'm not gonna, you know, I like to leave this up to interpretation. Because I think it fosters more panic and hostility, and I think it's hilarious. But you're not gonna be killed, though, Tech. No, no, no. No murder in this household. May I get a promotion? We will take it into consideration. How about that? And by we, I mean me, because evidently there's no mod around here, huh? There's no head mod around here. I'll review your application. She's in my house already. I guess I'm nothing. Hey, you know, if you guys want a peer review, that's fine, you know? Get back to your jail cell. Yeah, I think, I don't remember what I was gonna say. I don't remember. You guys think I should hire a marketing manager? I don't know anyone that does marketing though. But I could probably find one, right? If I were to like get someone to help me market. Boss, I've been your most loyal egg. You know, if you were a real loyal egg, you'd be using my egg profile picture that I made in 2018. I mean, put yourself on a YouTube ad? I mean, I could. I could. But you know, I like personally, if you were a real loyal egg, I don't know. I made these egg wallpapers that you could use in like 2018 or whatever. I'm seeing a lot of VTuber ads on YouTube. Really? I feel like an ass header right now. It's okay. You could also use latte patented egg. You know, that'd be. Well, let me see where I can find it. Was it 2018? It might not have been 2018 actually. 2019. Sorry, I'm looking through my folders real quick. Bum. Can we see this egg? Yeah, I'm looking for it right now. And you are always busy? My bad. I made this one like years ago though, before I started VTubing. So, you know, maybe this is your chance. Where is it? Gotta be around here somewhere, right? 2019 September. That's when I made it. Hold on. Image. Browse. And I should be able to... Wait, I can just copy this. I blundered. Copy. I can't copy it! Okay, never mind. I'll have to find it manually again. That's what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It's a phone wallpaper. It's pretty cute, right? I've been here since the latest stream on Twitch.tv originally. Were you? I don't remember streaming in 2018, 2019. All lot of images, some to the external drive. That's on my parents. Oh, that's so unfortunate. But yeah, I made this a long time ago. I might make another one, given time. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I liked drawing eggs. This is an artist that I follow that draws like really nice eggs. So I took inspiration from them and I drew eggs. Can I get that drawn as a style instead of an egg? Thank you. What does that mean? What does that mean? Also, I realize now, it's now been 2 hours. We're at the 2-hour mark. We're a little bit beyond the 2-hour mark, actually, to be totally fair. Probably this is a sign that we should end soon. Any last questions, comments, complaints? If you want to ask any life questions, for advice, if you want questions, if you want answers for your marital issues, you know, Latte's always here to help. Leave the table alone. You don't even heard them? My bad. I'll go to bed soon? Understandable. I too will go to bed soon. But because I'm sleep deprived, not because it's my bedtime. Latte, why won't you marry me? I haven't thought about that. I didn't think about it. The vibes weren't right, you know? The vibes didn't hit. That's probably why. But if you want, I could come up with a numbered list, alright? Of other reasons, right? It's probably, I probably could do that. Professor Latte, please explain why anxiety sometimes hits randomly. It's because your brain will... So there's hundreds of thousands of thoughts that go through your brain all at once, and occasionally, sometimes your brain will just happen to activate the thought that will trigger some sort of anxiety within you, because that one thought that you had has connections to other thoughts that will trigger anxiety, and that sucks. Your brain is stupid, and therefore, I think you should get rid of your anxiety for forever and for good by doing all the things that make you anxious anyway. It's like exposure therapy. My imaginary girlfriend's ignoring me as late. I think she might break up soon. Please help. I think you should break up with her first, right? If you break up with her first, she can't do anything to you. And in fact, don't do this in real life, guys. This is advice for bad people. But you know, I think you should break up with her first, and then she'll start thinking of you as like, oh, am I not desirable enough? And then she might come back, right? Please don't do this IRL, by the way. This is only okay because she's imaginary. This is really toxic to do IRL, right? But there you go. Next Sunday stream, I'd like a presentation. Okay. I got you. What kind of presentation do you want? I'll teach anything. Alright, I'll do that in game. Alright, sounds good. Good luck with that. Hopefully it goes well for you. Ow. Sneak run away, then your brain would be like, I'll worry about the snack. No, now we worry about other things. Yeah, exactly. But now we don't need to survive as much. Latte, I'm breaking up with you? That's tough. We were never together to begin with. That's tough. But yeah, I hope I answered all your problems, your questions, your complaints. If you guys want to see a Latte TM presentation next time, I'll see if I can do it. If I'm alive enough. I might be too tired. Advice failed me yet again. It was not meant for you. It was not advice meant for you, so it's okay. Latte, what's the chance you're gonna play a league? 3%. 3% within the next year. 2 years. Why did I forget Latte? Oh my gosh. Latte TEDx talk. Yeah, dude, they should put me on. I'll talk about all sorts of things. $50 to play a game of Leagues of Hearts? Oh boy. I didn't realize you wanted to enable him now. I didn't realize that you wanted to enable Hearts. But anyway, I think that'll be all for today. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed my TED Talk, where I talked about all sorts of things. I don't have a format for these kinds of streams, so oh, we're dropping frames. Yeah, I don't really have a format for these kinds of streams. It's just like free talk, really. I don't know if you guys, I mean, I figure you guys enjoy it, but it's hard to say for sure, you know? Great game, the community's just garbage. Thanks for fun stream latte. Thank you guys for joining me. It's nice to just chill and talk a little bit, so I'm glad you guys could participate. And I'll see you guys around on Wednesday when I play Hades. Probably Wednesday, right? Yeah, probably Wednesday. Yeah. Goodbye. Bye.